Here's a few things that I would like to tell you as someone who has one foot in the metaphysical world and one foot in the physical. What if dinosaurs were actually multi-dimensional healing beings that when they made these roars, just like the T-Rex did when they were hunting their prey, they were actually frequencies and vibrations that were able to heal humanity? Exactly like when cats are purring and they make that low kind of frequency noise that humans aren't really able to understand, but it makes you feel good. They are healing you. Exactly like the dinosaurs did and that many other animals do, such as whales and dolphins. To catch you up to speed, I do a lot of meditation and hypnosis on myself, where I travel to other realms, different dimensions, and to past lives, not just my own but others as well, with permission, of course. Energy created the body, which means that one body with one look can be re-energetically created over and over again in multiple lives, so from a previous past life to this one. Because we are channeling the energy of that thing to appear as that. So in this life, I'm appearing myself as this person, what you're seeing right now in front of you, but that's not really necessarily me. This is just how my vessel looks in this lifetime and how I'm appearing to you as. And I was doing some deep shadow work and mirror work to kind of find out where my fears lie and where they come from, so I can allow them, let them in, and kind of move through them and heal from them. And Spirit brought forth to me a mirror, and they said, I want you to look at yourself, like really look at yourself. And they said, you're scared to look at yourself. You've always been scared to look at yourself because you're scared to face yourself and you are scared of yourself. And I was like, okay, let's go deeper. I would like to find out why this is. And what Spirit said to me is that the reason why you're struggling so much in this body in this lifetime, meaning you cannot face this body, you cannot face yourself in this lifetime, is because the body your energy and soul is appearing as in this lifetime, this one right here, you killed them in a past life. You killed the person in this body in a past life. So what we did is we brought you back to Earth to learn from your lesson and your mistake and get experience from that. We decided we'd put your soul and spirit into the body that you killed in a past life, in this life now, to teach you to face yourself, to teach you a lesson, to heal, to face yourself, and to get over your fears. So this also brings me on to that heaven and hell don't exist, especially not hell. It was a concept made by humans to make everyone be in control by fear and to get in line and do the things that, following the system that they wanted us to do. But there is afterlife, and this right here is afterlife, but there's also metaphysical spirit afterlife. But that means that basically this right now that we're living in is the version of hell that was made up in, all of these concepts and stories and things. When in a past life we are someone who does not grow or learn from our mistakes or learn our lessons, and if we are a dark person and we go, murdering people, we will be reincarnated back onto Earth to play the opposite role, to play the victim, to kind of go through everything that you put that person through in a past life. So we are kind of being taught our lessons on Earth here, kind of the punishment side of it is here on Earth. And everyone in a past life, we've had many lives, and many of us have, so everyone in one or more versions of their past lives was a victim or was an attacker, was a murderer, was a famous person, whatever else, you get my drift. So what the spirit and the universe done was they said, if you can't face up to what you've done, then we're going to make you face it for the rest of your life, in the next life, every single day, by making you the person that you killed in a past life. You have to face them every single day. You have to look in the mirror and see the person that you murdered in a past life every single day, and you have to learn from that. But then this also correlates with my next topic, is that before being a psychic medium, I have known people where I've met them and I've looked at them in the face and I've been like, I really recognise you. Like, there's something about your body in this life right now that I can't pick up on it, but there's something about it. And I have gone into meditation and I have gone to discover what it is about the body that I'm staring at. And with this person that I was wanting to discover why I was feeling that way towards them, there was a lot of jealousy around this person. I felt a lot of jealousy, I felt a lot of anger, and I had no idea why. So I wanted to explore that. And it turns out it's because also in another previous past life is that was my body. So again, bodies can energetically be recreated in multiple lives, meaning that the body that you had in a previous life could be your neighbour or your friend or someone that you know. And once again, down my rabbit hole of hypnosis and meditation that I kind of do on myself, is that I discovered that you can talk to someone's soul and spirit and higher self who is still alive on this earth today, and you could know them. For example, they could be your partner, they could be your family member or your friend, or even your pet, is that you can go into meditation and you can talk to their spirit. I found this out because in a meditation, I was not listening to my inner guidance very well. Went into meditation and a spirit showed up as the form of someone that I know in this life today, someone who is physically on this plane right now with me. And I said, how are you doing that? Because I know that this person is physically alive, living alongside me today. So how are you here in the physical realm? Because when I do my meditation, I kind of go to the metaphysical realm where spirit is. So I only see spirit there. We are all energy, we are all a spirit being, you already know that. And we are so powerful that we can manifest and create with energy to show up as something, manifest ourselves as something. So he was saying, the way I'm going to get you to listen to your inner voice is if this person was to tell you that. If they told you that, you would listen. So I thought I would show up as that person and tell you it so that you'd listen to get the message across. So that's when I found out that you can, with energy, not only show up as something else, but also talk to someone else's spirit, soul, and higher self through meditation. And when I've needed guidance, sort of any confirmation or something, obviously with permission, I've gone into meditation and I've spoken to that person's higher self or spirit or soul, find out what's going on. And the things that you cover are insane because your higher self is almost all-seeing, all-knowing version of yourself. Same with your spirit and soul, which is, the same thing. But they are kind of living on a whole different frequency of you and your life than you are right now. So that the things that they can teach you is insane. And if we're to go into meditation quite frequently and visit our higher self, talk to them, we'd actually learn a lot from them. If we were to listen to them and let them teach us and guide us, we'd be able to get to that plane of frequency of higher self. That's how a lot of famous people, like billionaires, for example, get to the place that they are, is because they've actually gone into hypnosis and they have followed the words and guidance of their higher self by, asking the more successful part of themselves, by bringing that out in meditation and saying, how did you get to the place that you're at now? Being guided by yourself. And of course, it shows that everything that you need, all of the answers are already within you because you are the key, unlocking everything within yourself and your life. I've also learned from spirit that in the spirit metaphysical world, you can split your soul or spirit into multiple different fragments, which means you can be in different places at once. And this was very prominent in ancient Egyptian times, where they knew that they could do that, they were in tune with their power, and most of the time they were performing that. But that also means, again on the subject of past lives, is that multiple people alive today could be different fragments of one soul that was alive in a past life. I'll give you an example, Cleopatra. That means in a past life, multiple people alive today could have been Cleopatra. because also goes along the lines of soulmates, twin flames, and you know when they say they are half of my soul, that it goes along those lines too, is that there could be multiple people out there that are actually your soul, a fragment of your soul alive at the same time you are, having their own journey, their own experience in a different body.